Ozil with his national team, 23 goals in 92 matches, but was a key figure in Germany winning the World Cup 4 years ago. However, his relationship with his country seems to have broken down. He released this quote today: "Because of recent events, I will no longer be playing for Germany. While I have the feeling of racism and disrespect, I used to wear the German shirt with such pride and excitement, but now I don't." Julian, just give us a little bit of context into all of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very sensitive subject. Mesut Ozil and Ilkay Gundogan went to meet President Erdogan, the Turkish president, in London before the start of the World Cup, had a photo taken, sent some very lovely messages towards Erdogan and Turkey, which is the country of their parents. And clearly that didn't go down very well in Germany at all. Gundogan sort of apologized for it, or at least spoke about it very, very quickly after. Mesut Ozil stayed silent until today, basically, and after being dropped at the World Cup after the first game, and after seeing what he feels like the media coverage that was very negative towards him because of that meeting with President Erdogan, he decided to leave the country. I think it's a very sensitive subject at a time where the context politically in Germany is very sensitive and very delicate as well. And it's a big issue, but not just in Germany. We have that in France with all the players we have with dual nationality, where their parents were born in another country and they were born in France. I can see why it's difficult for some people in our countries to deal with it. I think it's hard for some players to deal with it as well somehow, but it's a shame when it comes down to that kind of thing.
It's interesting, he came out and said, look, when Germany win, I'm German. When they lose, I'm an immigrant. It's interesting the boys were talking off-air about this, Jules, and the fact that, well, actually, maybe he could make more of an impact and help immigration, as we saw France do, by continuing to play with the national team. But that relationship seems to have completely broken down.
Yeah, he seems to be very angry towards the German FA, towards Lothar Matthäus, for example, who he names in his statement, against some of his own sponsors, some of the sponsors from the German FA and the German national team as well. So maybe there was already some resentment from before this incident, before the World Cup. I'm not sure. I think I do believe it's a hard one sometimes for some of the players, one, to decide between the country of their birth and where they grew up and where they live, and the country of their parents. Sometimes the family, I think put some pressure as well for them to agree to play for their country and not the country where they were born. I can see the difficulty of it at times, and I think, like we said, there's many countries, not just Germany or France, but we saw that with Switzerland and Shaqiri and Xhaka at the World Cup, for example, with Kosovo, and there's examples that things happening like that. It's just a shame, I think, when football and politics just mixed up in that kind of way too much.